Chapter 1. Types of Teacher. Terror teacher. No matter what educational institution you reside in, you are bound to encounter a terror teacher. Let us go ahead and cover the basic methods for avoiding terror teachers and also how to avoid becoming the victim of a terror teacher. How to approach a terror teacher. On the first day of school, focus on becoming difficult to spot by executing avoidance. Never be late in his or her class. If you are late, then you might draw unnecessary attention to yourself, introducing peril. Don't be too confident. Terror teachers focus their hostile gaze at the more submissive types of students. Terror teachers are called terror teachers because they feed purely off of control and domination. If you feed the terror teacher by submitting your will over to him or her, then that terror teacher will reward you by giving you good grades. Be obedient. Terror teachers feel they have the expectation that students will always cave in to their desires. By going along with the teacher and doing what he or she wants, you will increase the odds of passing his or her class. Easy-go-lucky teacher. This is the kind of teacher that never shows up to class. When he or she does show up, it is only to give a quiz to the class. Furthermore, these easy-go-lucky teachers oftentimes do not have a clue when it comes to giving decent grades to students. How to approach an easy-go-lucky teacher. Do something good. By doing something nice to the teacher and making him or her smile and/or laugh, the teacher will then remember you by face, and perhaps you can become friends. Show him or her that you are enthusiastic for his or her class. For the most part, easy-go-lucky teachers struggle because they failed as a comedian. You will notice that basically all they do is periodically crack a joke. Just make sure that when this happens, you are the first person to bust up laughing. Easy-go-lucky teachers are relatively rare, so this is why you need to go the extra mile to create a good impression with them. It always behooves you to be in good standing with your teachers. FYI, just remember that students aren't the only ones that like to gossip about people. Teachers do a lot of gossiping about students, too. Build good vibes in class. It produces a reaction that we could go ahead and classify as contagious. Go with the flow. This tip reads a lot like the last one. Like I said, go ahead and bust out laughing when your teacher cracks what is obviously a terrible joke. The result is that you mirror the mood of your teacher. If the teacher is in a foul mood, make sure you do not do anything to aggravate it. If you aggravate the teacher, do not be surprised if the easy-go-lucky teacher mutates into a terror teacher. Out-of-nowhere teacher. This type of teacher has a basic property, which is that he or she loves to randomly hand out a pop quiz or surprise examination when you least expect it. How to approach an out-of-nowhere teacher. Be vigilant. For this type of teacher, make sure you take notes the entire time you are in class. Most of the time, your teacher gets the answers to his or her surprise quiz to the lesson that he or she tackled yesterday. Try to answer the bonus question. Make sure you at least attempt to get all possible extra credit assignments. This way, the teacher will know you are really trying to do well. Ask questions while in class discussion. This is a great way to pull the wool over your teacher's eyes. A great way to make a good impression with your teacher is to go ahead and participate in class discussions. By asking questions and participating, you communicate to the teacher that you are actually interested in what he or she has to say. Read, react, and start participating in class. This teacher prefers to have more positive, optimistic students in his or her classroom as opposed to passive, submissive students. Most of the students have a misconception of this kind of teacher. They think that it is as hard as the terror teacher to deal with. In my humble but firm opinion, this teacher will offer the most value to his or her students. Be honest. If for whatever reason you happen to not get the last test or lesson that was handed out, just go ahead and ask the teacher for it. It behooves you to be honest about it. Ask for another exam to get a passing grade. As long as you follow the aforementioned tips, this teacher will likely grant your wish. Project 101 teacher. This teacher can be a real pain, trust me. They love to burden you with an unreasonable number of projects. How to approach a Project 101 teacher. Submit all the projects that he or she will be requiring of you. You must go the extra mile to make sure that you go ahead and submit all the assigned projects in order to pass the subject. Submit it on time. Even if you go ahead and comply with all of this teacher's requirements, apart from turning assignments in on time, you will still receive an unsatisfactory grade. The last thing you want to do is throw away the effort you put into all of your work. 2 heads are better than 1. If working in groups is allowed for the assignment, request that the teacher give the assignment to your group.